the system or the choice of ministers by the president?
If you ask me, I'll tell you that Tinubu made wrong choice as a result of what? Compensation and the transaction. The current government administration of Tinubu, made appointments based on compensation, based on business transaction. If you look at those ministers, they are not well qualified to be there in that position. They were not there based on competence and merit. They were there based on what? Transaction, that is business intercourse city, or you call it business intercourse. Business intercourse or compensation. I think understand. The current Minister of Finance, tell me his past antecedents and performances. Tell me where he is, qualified to be a Minister of Finance in Nigeria that can help Nigeria economy to grow. None. Okay, the Farouk of a woman, I think, is the one. She's the one that had the humanitarian department.
That's Edu.
Better Edu. Thank you. Whereby, how many months is this administration? I think the humanitarian ministry of this administration, isn't it? How many months has she stayed there?
Let's say almost 4 months.
Thank you. She has laundered 855 million naira under 4 months. So how many 4 months are there in 4 years? You check it. So let me tell you, by the time Tinubu stays like 4 years, they would have siphoned the whole central bank. The economy of Nigeria has gone down because these people, they are under a man as a president who is fantastically corrupt. That's Tinubu. You are a corrupt man, you don't need or have what it takes to fight corruption. So let me tell you, it's based on whom their master is, whom they are
not the system.
Not this. That is, it is interwoven now. The masters, the system, the elites. Nigerian political elites are corrupt. So you don't expect anybody to come and take instructions from you if employed. It depends on the kind of person or categories or species of individuals you are employing. Some persons are self-disciplined. Some persons are doing things because others are doing it. Some persons are bent on corruption, being corrupt because the system already is fantastically corrupt. So these are the things you people should be looking at right now. Who is the person or personality? What is the personality or who is the person of Tinubu?
But they were screened by the house.
They were screened by the people in the house, fake people. People that were selected by themselves. The people that select themselves, not the people that were selected by the constituents or the electorate. So they are not there in the house based on merit. They are there just for transactions. How much am I going to rake in the next coming 4 years? That is their own decision. That is their own reason of going to the upper legislative house. So the screening is not legitimate. It's not a legitimate one. They pay them off. Yes, all the ministers, it's transactional, I'm telling you. They screen you, they said you are qualified. You have prices to pay. You must settle them. So Nigerian politics is a game of what? Transaction. It's a business as usual. Is a transactional issue.
Is there a conspiracy against the humanitarian minister by the North?
No.
Like Adeosun, former Minister of Finance.
Former Minister of Finance, let me tell you, if they insinuate there's a gang up, you understand, against the current humanitarian minister, it is a lie. Who alleges that? The North, the Northerners are alleging that they are.
Ojo, Minister of Interior, the passport man, is also fingered in this Better Edu scandal.
Oh, okay. See, let me tell you, it is always like that. Forget about accusation and counter accusation. Our system will not be devoid of this kind of happening. Accusation, counter accusation. If someone from the North embezzles money, the North will back him. Failure to do so, the North will be crying out that they are prosecuting only people from the North. That's why we can move forward. If somebody from Yoruba steals as a minister, commissioner or a governor, if prosecuted, people from Southwest will be shouting and crying. It's because he is from Southwest. That's why we are not moving forward. If somebody from Southeast, if they prosecute him, like when they prosecuted all this Okalo, you know why people are shouting. Only Igbo, only Igbo. And it's true, because Tinubu's hand was there. Tinubu was among the people that wrote all this Okalo. Yet, Tinubu was what? The person that championed 4 billion VAR that was used to lead the election for Buhari. Nobody respected him. So you find out that the system is not well balanced. So if you prosecute Igbo man, Igbos won't be happy. Nigerian system is, that trouble is, that kind of, crisis is interwoven. That is what has been playing out in our political stage. I think understand. Since inception of our nascent democracy, 1999. So let me tell you, whatever they not like, they should say. Whatever they not like, they should say. We are the cause of the trouble that is eating us up. Simple.
That means Tinubu has a lot to do to reform the civil service and the sector.
He has a lot to do because it must start from him. Tinubu has a lot to do. Tinubu has to do himself what? Revamp himself. Go total what? Absolute haulage. Tinubu should at least go through self-orientation, change himself spiritually, physically, and materially. Yes, that's what Tinubu should do right now. He should be the first person to repent. He should be the first person to change his mindset, because Tinubu himself is fantastically corrupt. There's no way Tinubu is gonna get it right because he himself is a dubious man. It is not hidden.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Edo no be Lagos.
What is happening? What is happening?
We are the owner of Lagos.
Better Edo. What is happening? What is happening?
A young lady who disappoints herself, a young lady who mess up herself, a young lady who just God bless you with the ministers, which you are not supposed. He doesn't deserve it.
Are you blaming Tinubu?
He work for Tinubu. Tinubu settle all these people. They are not worth to be ministers. If you compare the best ministers, times of good luck, times of Obasanjo brought to Goziwala, Soludo, is our best ministers. Can't compare these people who are dancing Miloko.
So if they are committing corruption, are you blaming Tinubu or the system?
I blame Tinubu because when the head is rotting, the leg will not work. All the same thing.
But the system is bad.
A corrupt cannot employ a corrupt man. What system? You still have genuine people today. Did you check them before you put them as a ministers? Did you screen them before you put them as a ministers? And cross aboard, APC has the highest corruption under them. He graduated Buhari to Tinubu and all the ministers. Nigerians is suffering because Nigeria is a mudu or there.
But yeah, I don't believe Lagos now.
I am saying my own here. Nigeria is an order people. They push them to war and please break the war. Try to come back. So today, what we are receiving, we like suffering. That's what we are receiving.
Normally, we need to go out and protest and shut down the country.
Who will protest?
All these things we are hearing.
Igbo, they on their own. Yoruba, they on their own. Southwest, they on their own. Hausa on their own. Who are you going to protest to? Who will come out? Labor, zero. Human rights, zero. Nigeria, they are inside darkness.
People, they're asking Tinubu to sack Better Edu.
Did they need to waste time? Sack. If it's China, that's the only way they can stop corruption. I say when the head is rotting, when a corrupt man employ a corrupt man, what do you expect? Look at this certificate stagger. If our president don't clear your certificate, what do you expect? So mass take certificate. The people that deserve university, they don't have opportunity to go because of no money. You see a lawyer, you see a politician carry professor degree up and down because they pay money. What a country, what is Nigeria?
So I don't know if Lagos is blaming Tinubu for the corruption that is happening in the country today because of his choice of ministers.
Because he did not screen them. Because they work for him.
The house.
They work for him. You know, Edu was up and down, singing Emilo kan, Iwalo kan, and they sing Emilo kan. That is it. Now, take ministers. The other one, Ojo, you take ministers. We can deceive river people. and we can take ministers. He brought fake people today. That is the result. That is the result. That is the result. We can see posting everywhere. I'm God. I'm this. I'm deep devil. Today, what can we can provide? Noise, making noise. Today, we can is a minister destroying Abuja, destroying River State. They do Emiloko today. Look at now when he put himself, a beautiful lady, a young lady, a youth in that place. How did you set up a ministry of corruption, a ministry of humanitarian, provide palliative nothing? Now you carry the money for your account. They do supposed to be slaughtered.
No, that's not our law.
We should use the law. That's the only way that can stop corruption. Where the presidency, vice presidency, look at governor, deputy governor, Lagos State, building everywhere, every land there. You see deputy governor houses.
Yeah,
oh God,
building shop.
Oh, I'm sorry for this country. I'm sorry for Nigeria. The last said it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this country. I weep. I weep. Which way Nigeria? Sunday Okosi said it. Which way Nigeria? Bringing corrupt people, 90, 80 people, people who have retired, people who doesn't have upstairs on their head. Bring them to start employing the youth. They employ. They can. We have youth. We need youth. But bring the youth. So you
need youth. All the better I do and the rest.
Look at the youth. The youth that is corrupt. That is it. He was the commissioner for 8 years.
Yes, in Calabar.
In Calabar. Look at the Senate president. Check him. Is he okay? Mental head. All of them are fool.
What's the way forward?
The way forward is that let every religion, every system, every like a south east, north, middle belt, let them go and organize themselves and pay 10% to federal government. That's what the
federal government.
Yes. Okay. No one policeman stay in Abuja. President Bola Tinubu remaining in Abuja. Once in a year, he come to Lagos and celebrate Easter, New Year, Imam, Salah, everything, and they are controlling the whole Nigeria can work.
All these controversies.
I believe even before these ministers were being appointed, EFCC and DSS grilled them. They went there for questioning and then answer some questions. But one thing I believe is, no matter how you grill a Nigerian person, you must interrogate him. The system has been so faulty to the extent that it's like you bringing a pig to a clean house. That pig will still stand, will still look for where it's dirty.
So we are blaming the system, not the choice of ministers. It is
not the choice of ministers. You like bringing Donald Trump. You have people that will still make him corrupt. The system is so faulty. The system is so bastardized. It's the system. If today we have a system that is corrupt free, people will sit up. But look at now, it's just the immediate past minister of humanitarian did the same thing. Now he's suspended to where now? He's doing the same thing. So since 1999, we have numerous ministers that have siphoned money in this country, and nobody is saying anything. So the system itself is the problem. Not the individual resides in the system.
They are blaming Tinubu for his choice of ministers.
No choice of ministers. Forget choice of ministers. You blame OBJ for choice of ministers. You blame Donald for choice of ministers. Now, since the inception of democracy, which administration has been scandal free?
Which minister or administration?
Which administration has been scandal free? No, none. The president cannot do it alone. He needs people on ground. He needs people on ground. So these are the issues we need to understand. Until when we have a good until when there is reform in the society, reform in the system, reform in every sector of the economy, reform in the choice of ministers.
But that means Tinubu has a lot of job to do.
Even the government itself has a lot of job to do. Yes, Tinubu government has a lot to do because you know tell me since 1999 there has been corruption in the system. There has been corruption in the system. Now the reason why Tinubu had to suspend this better do is because Nigerians, Tinubu himself is not on the good book of Nigerians. Is on their good books. 8 out of 10 of Nigerians are not to support all of this current administration.
No,
So
that statistics, I don't agree.
you don't need to agree.
When you look at
You don't need to agree
the
with
results
that.
of the election,
You could go to the streets, ask Palan. You can carry out statistics on that. Do a survey. Do a survey on that. Do a survey on that. So see, you don't need to be told. So the president is doing that just to get to the good books of Nigerians. That was why he had to suspend them.
one of the minister of interior, Ojo, Tunji Ojo, he's been accused of collecting part of this money through his wife's company from Better Edu.
He did not know that. He has not come out to debunk it. So until when he comes out to debunk it, then see hopefully we might get to know that this story that has been flying around is false. But as it stands now, he has not come out to debunk it, and then thank God EFCC has invited him for questioning. So I think on his own ground, he would honor the investigation.
Is there a conspiracy from the north to sabotage southern ministers?
Which conspiracy?
Because people are saying that they know that Tunji Ojo is doing very well at the passport office, and some cabals are not happy with that, so they're trying to sabotage.
Nobody is sabotaging anything. Nobody is saying this issue is not even related to his ministry. He collected a whopping sum of money from Better Edu to I think
The wife's company bid for a contract, so
and then got that contract. So he also, and that contract is not supposed to have gone. He is not supposed to get such amount of money. So I think his wife company.
why is it your wife's company? Why your wife? Is that a conflict of interest?
That is the issue. He also found his way to there just to get contract from assistant agent.
Conflict of interest.
So that is also against the rule of government. So he also should be dealt with. So one thing I want to say is that in this government there will still be plenty of scandals, because an average Nigerian occupying public office, their aim is to loot. We have less than this government is never up to a year, and then we are having scandals.
I mean, the FCC and the agencies are working. EFCC, ICPC, they are working.
Which EFCC?
DSS are working.
Was it EFCC that leaked the memo? It was Sahara reporter that leaked this memo. Now when the memo went viral, if truly EFCC were working, EFCC would have leaked the memo to public notice, but you don't do so. No, and don't forget we saw the president cutting costs of governance,
of travels.
Don't forget President Buhari made the same policy. How far did this policy go? The other made the same policy. How far did it go? Until the president walk the talk. You are making policy, and then 2 billion has been budgeted for travel of your health. 2 billion. So now that you've got cost of governance, where would that money go to? The president should stop canjoining us. The president should stop canjoining us. Until when the president is going on what? On official trip and I see his entourage, I count them that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is when I will believe. Don't come and see. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. But with the president implement this policy, with the office of the first lady implement this policy, with the vice president implement this policy, that is the person begging for answer.
Okay, thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you.